All right. Hey, Tam Tam. Thanks so... Or, Tam Tam. I'm Tam Tam. Hey, Pam Pam. Thank you for the comment. So you say here, wow, that is sad. Maybe because life was and is really hard here, and they feel you are claiming the good part of an identity that you never suffered for. And then you also have a separate comment, and you said you would be surprised how many people resent that you never had it hard like they did. To be honest with you, I find that this idea is even bigger than just Jamaican identity. I feel like this is a Black identity thing, because I've had people tell me that I'm not Black because I haven't had some experiences that they've experienced. And to me, it is so weird, because I'm like, this goes beyond just, I don't know. It's weird to me how Black people as a whole, how we will identify experiences with identity and culture. And I don't think they're the same. You know, just because I didn't grow up in the hood doesn't mean I'm not a Black person. Just because I wasn't raised in Jamaica doesn't mean that I can't say I'm ethnically Jamaican. But, you know, it's a weird thing where in Black community, it's like, you must struggle, you must suffer. It is a rite of passage in order to claim the identity that you have. And I don't know, when we get into those waters, it gets really weird. I'm never going to step away from calling myself Black, even though I know there are people who all my life have called me whitewashed or whatever other word that they want to call me because I'm not Black enough. But I personally am taking the decision that I am not going to call myself out loud a Jamaican person. It's not something I'm going to identify myself as. I'm always going to identify myself as a Canadian, a Black Canadian with Jamaican heritage, if anybody asks. But you know what, if at the end of the day, I wasn't born and raised there, and there's cultural nuances that I may never understand because I wasn't part of that experience. And there's a certain shared culture and experience that is probably happening on the island that I haven't set foot on in like 20 odd years, right? So for me to be banging on the door, claiming to want to be let in, I'm just not going to do that. I'm happy being Canadian. People here accept me. People here welcome me. And I'm going to stick with the identity that works the best for me. Not saying that you're pushing back on that or anything. Yeah. The only other thing I will say about this is that you don't see this with other communities. You don't see this with Filipinos. You don't see this with Indians and other South Asian groups. You don't see this. And maybe they do have their infighting. But when it comes to approaching the world outside, it's a united front with them, you know? And I think Black people, and specifically ethnic groups like Jamaicans, could probably get a lot more done in this world if they said, you know what, I'm going to link arms with this person. They may not have been born and raised here, but ethnically speaking, we are of similar blood. Let's partner together, let's work together on XYZ ABC, and let's make something happen. And I feel like all this constant infighting of who's this and who is that, and who gets to identify as this and who gets to identify that, that's probably setting us farther back than need be, you know? But what do I know? What do I know?